You know, the approach we've tried to take in the House, and Chair Grimsley's done a fantastic job of this, is in a year where you've got to make cuts, try as best you can to emphasize people over things and essentials over non-essentials. You know, take an example like K-12. Classroom instruction is both the essential thing and it's where the people are. It's our school children. So try and prioritize dollars there. We've got, you know, capital construction. There are other non-instructional things that are important, but they're not as important as preserving as many dollars as we can in the classroom. In the healthcare context, there is the medically needy program where people are truly profoundly ill and need help. There are also programs such as you know, these healthy lifestyle programs that say, hey, you shouldn't be obese and you shouldn't smoke. Look, it's 2011. If you don't know that smoking is bad for you by now, it's probably a little late. So focus on the essentials, like getting health care to the truly sick, versus the good, maybe a lifestyle program that is important. But in a year like this, hey, maybe we have to cut good programs to fund the essential programs.
Well, first, I think we put it in the planning conference. There could be some tax relief, looking at property tax relief, maybe some research and development tax relief. The school tax holiday, I know, is on the wish list as well. But we're doing first, unlike in Washington, we're making the tough cuts first, meaning the actual reductions in spending, which has been a long problem for Republicans and Democrats alike. I was so impressed with the way the House handled their bill. They had some tough calls to make in education and healthcare, and they made the cuts. And I think, as the speaker said, they prioritized people over things, and I think that's to be applauded. Now, again, I expect us to work out those differences. I hope to have some tax relief within there, but our first focus from both the speaker and I has been make the difficult spending cuts first, then see what kind of leftover where we can offer some incentives to grow jobs. It's not just about cutting taxes, but how can this have a long-term effect to create new jobs given our unemployment rate currently.
So, Mr. Speaker, you think there is room, or could be, at some point in time, for tax cuts?
Absolutely. Now, whether it's exactly, you know, the governor made a big priority of the corporate income tax cut. Frankly, of all the Florida CEOs I've spoken to, not one of them has actually asked for the corporate income tax cut. They've asked for things like property tax relief, regulatory relief, the kind of targeted programs like Mike just mentioned, where we can maybe attract capital that is leaving other states with higher tax regimes and coming here. So I think what's good is the President and I share the governor's goal of attracting businesses to Florida, making us the most business-friendly state in the union, living within our means, and fighting taxation, regulation, and litigation. What that looks like, you know, he is the executive branch, and his job is to sort of execute. We are the appropriating branch, and our job is to come up with a budget that works. So, and one of the things that I got to say about the governor is he has been extremely good to work with. He's not afraid to get into the policy details of something. Has been very reasonable. Where we have disagreed, he's been extraordinarily reasonable in talking through issues like that. So I'm confident we'll work it out at the end of the day.
I was